What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? This your boy Two Cup Shouter, man. Welcome to this week's episode of Two Cups of Truth. As usual, you know who I got here with me. I got the queens of the court, starting off with D. Royale, the serial rebel.
Welcome to a show where you can come and get the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help my rants. This is your girl D. Royal, the serial rebel, coming to you live and direct from Hot Atlanta.
And you know who up next. I got Lady X.
Hey, the often imitated, never duplicated Lady X. She floats like a butterfly and sings off key. Lady X, that's me.
What say you in the building, man? Let's go. Let's get this.
What's up? Hey, we back again for this episode of Two Cups of Truth. You know how I do. Hey, I get straight to it. Look, I don't wait no time. I just press the gas and go. So, a long time ago, I used to be out here and I used to say, I'd rather be retarded than stupid. A lot of people used to get offended. You know what I'm saying? Oh, why would you say retarded? I'd rather be retarded than stupid. Because my whole thing was, like, you never see retarded people stressed out. You know what I'm saying? If you see a retarded person, you're more likely to help them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? If you retarded, you know what I'm saying, you get away with a bunch of more things than you do if you know a bunch of stuff. So I'd rather be retarded than stupid because people help me. Now, if I was to go through life thinking I know everything and I had it all together, folks be like, well, you should be able to do it then. Yeah, you need my help for. So, retarded people get more help, so I decided to be retarded because I like a variety of resources. And so, what do you say about that? So, what say you?
I say nothing. Go ahead, D. Royal.
What do I say about that? I say that, as we know, in 2021, the word retarded is politically incorrect, right? Mm-hmm. But when you were using it, Magic, Two Cups, it never stopped. It was never that it was an issue. There was actually a movie where that word was used several times just to speak about the behaviors of a person. Mm-hmm. But at the same today, that movie's like, it's totally excommunicated. You shouldn't even deal with that.
Where you from? Flight to Algernon? Is that what you're talking about?
I'm talking about the one with
Charlie.
No, I'll pull it up. But in that movie, people took offense to the fact that they were talking about that word was mentioned so many times about being retarded. And to be retarded, people take offense to it, but what it actually means is mental lag. Is to just be a little slower mentally than what we would call the average.
I don't think it's slower. I just think, it's a difference. Like, I think, I don't agree with the actual definition of
retarded?
Of retarded. I don't agree with the actual definition. I think it need to come. I think somebody of that need to write the definition of that.
What is the definition? Just accent from
the definition from its original use in history. It first surfaced in the 1800s, and it meant delayed. It meant in childhood development psychology, mentally slow, lagging significantly in mental or educational progress. That's what it meant. That was the actual meaning of it.
Okay.
But I think it means whatever on Lady X shirt. What that is on your shirt.
What's on there?
Forever blessed.
Forever blessed.
Yes.
That's what I think it means.
Yes.
And that's what I think it means.
I could see that. And I agree. Go ahead.
It's forever blessed.
Yes.
Now, that's what I was telling you about people who say, they going to get help. They got resources.
Right. They're going to be blessed in those ways.
They're going to be blessed in things.
Yeah.
But for me being considered, the reason why I like to join the team, because they put me on the team. I ain't asked to be a part of the team, but, I'm going to tell you, like, this is the truth, right? Two Cups of Truth. So, when I was growing up, I had to go to what they call speech. Okay, so speech where they teach you how to say words, sound them out, these different things. I had a problem saying that, my B's and my S's and stuff like that. So they put me in speech. Now, once you know that you're in speech, once you go into this classroom, to the rest of this school, you are what? Retarded. You go into the same room. So once you go in there, you part of the group.
You've been labeled. You're tagged.
That's it. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? So, so I remember working with the speech person, the little lady, and she was teaching me how to say school. And she was saying, when you feel yourself getting stuck, I want you to scratch the word out. I want you to say school. And so, to me, I just told her, look, I'd just rather be retarded, man. It's still gonna look pretty much the same. It's a true story.
Oh my God.
Hey, I just rather, cause it's gonna look pretty much the same. You know what I'm saying? Like what I look like, just don't say I feel myself getting stuck in the middle of talking to somebody, just say. Hey, man, I must have been in 4th, 5th grade, cause I remember coming home one day from I had this little piece of paper right here, you know what I'm saying, man? You got to get your parents to sign it and whatnot. So I was excited about it, get home from school and go get my mama the paper. And I don't know if she was going through something that day or what, but she snatched the paper and said, "What this for?" And now, so I thought about what the speech person said. Said when you find yourself getting stuck. Goddamn, she said, scratch the word out. So I looked at my mom and I scratched the word. I said, school. She said, what the fuck you think you talking to? What the fuck
that may not work in a black household. That she had told you that may not work with a black
That's why representation matters.
But your question was, would you rather be retarded or stupid? And to be honest with you, if you're looking at both of those cases or instances, I would much rather be labeled retarded than stupid. Stupid to me is a choice. You're choosing to not be smarter than you could be. Whereas if you're retarded, you may have something going on with self that doesn't put you on the same spectrum as everybody else. Now, like you said, that doesn't mean that that's a bad thing, because everybody else just may not be forever blessed. You feel me? So it's it's the mindset of how we look
Shout
at
out to
word.
Forever Blessed, man.
All right? That's what I'm talking about.
My era clothing. Absolutely.
Absolutely. So when we're talking about being forever blessed, that child that it would be deemed or categorized as retarded will probably never change. So yeah, they will forever.
Yeah, but that's by those standards. But I'm talking about, by my standards, like I would consider to be retarded. Still to this day. Like,
by who though? Was this by your peers or was this by adults? Like who?
Adults, everybody. Like shit.
But when you started taking on that persona because you saw the benefits of being quote unquote retarded.
Right. There is benefits to this. Look, I would tell you, when it comes to retarded, it levels to this. It levels to this. Like, they don't really understand, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's my sport. Retarded. Okay. These folks, they just be out here.
That's the arena you play in.
That's the arena I play in.
Too much. Wow.
I stay over here with it.
Hey, that's the arena I play in, man. But there are some things with disabilities and different kind of disabilities, and we're not making fun of people who have real life disabilities. But because I got a real life disability, so when people be talking about real life, I understand, but at the same time, it is some things that tickle your funny bone about. That don't mean you're a bad person. That means that you're alive and you're human, and you know what I'm saying, and you accept the good with the bad. You know what I'm saying? So it's okay to laugh at,
Well, let me say
situations.
To this, not even that it's a laughable thing. Like you can have, find the humor in it because that'll alleviate the pain. But disability, if we're looking at the words, like I work with a lot of youth, and when they come in, they say, I got ADHD, I got a disability. You know, people start leaning on a so-called disability as a crutch, like that's a justification for you to be acting or carrying on. And to me, I had to explain to a young man, what does that mean to me? That you're calling this a disability? Because to me, that's a distant ability. That means that you have ability, it's distant, it's not the common, it's not the normal like everybody else. So you have to learn how to act in your ability, because the ability is still there. So when you start talking to me, don't talk to me about a disability like I should have a soft heart in a certain way, because that's how you put it in your head. Your ability is distant, and once you get a hold of it, ain't no limits.
That's it. You know, I love when you get in mama mode. And not to take away nothing you said, I promise you. But I just love when you, like, I can tell when you ascend to that level. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I love that. I love that.
That's how I
No
look
limit,
at
baby.
No limit.
When you roll with a nigga like me, ain't no limit, baby.
Yeah. That's how I feel about your question.
Ain't no limit to it.
No limit. We limit ourselves.
Absolutely.
Right, that's what I'm saying, you know, but listen at all the people that they call retarded, starting with Albert Einstein. You know, so when you get, you know, man, like, so I'm happy to be mentioned amongst the greats. You know, they say, you know, like
Okay.
you know, like when you talk about the historic people that they have, you know, said was retarded, like, I'm happy to be mentioned amongst the greats.
Okay.
You know, so because it is some great people that they, you know, they deem retarded.
Yeah, they do. And again, people like, oh, they're weird. You know, these words that we use.
So who are some more people? You got your computer. Who are some more people that they thought was retarded, feel is retarded, but they contribute to the world in a major way?
Listen, I'll be looking for that while we discuss.
Right.
I'm gonna find us a list of folks that are historic people that had been labeled as such,
Right.
but was not the necessary case. It's all in who was looking at it.
Hey, you know what? We were thinking about songs. I don't mean to keep changing, but Tupac, you know, they had an issue with Tupac, but he wrote a song. You ain't never had a friend like me.
I didn't know it was that. You ain't never had a friend like me? Okay.
Since we were talking about friend one day.
And also popularized by the genie from Aladdin.
Who
So
the genie from Aladdin?
Yeah, you ain't never had a friend like me?
The genie from Aladdin said that?
Yeah.
He was a gangster?
No, that was his song too.
Oh, the genie from Aladdin. I ain't heard the genie from Aladdin.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what song that is. You have to bring that in.
Okay, I'll do that.
We got to listen to the genie from Aladdin.
okay. In reference to your question, so when we're talking about people that have been labeled retarded, since we don't really use that word anymore, they categorize retardation or mental difference under mental illness, right? So there's plenty of people that have been labeled mentally ill that you probably wouldn't even think of. Like for instance, Demi Lovato. She deals with depression and bipolar. I think has high anxiety, and they consider her having mental illness. We have a few more. We have Kristen Bell, who suffers with anxiety and depression. We have Ariana Grande, who suffers with anxiety and post-traumatic stress disorder. So it all depends on what's interrupting your normal day ability to cope and thinking.
I'm talking about genius. Is like the Wright brothers. They had to be retarded. like to think that they could fly like for real and get out here. And the day after, not the day after, the day before that they proved that we could fly, an article came out, published, that, from science saying that this is the reason why man would never be able to fly. The day before that they did it. And the day after that came out, the next day they went out and proved man could fly. But they had to be retarded, man.
Why would they have to be retarded by society standards? Society means slower thinking, slower processing. They were actually advanced.
But they lack some way. But hey, because you lack something in another area, people label you as retarded. That's the point I'm getting to. See, cause you know, like I run circles around a lot of people.
But it goes back to what she said, like according to whose standards. You know what I'm saying? So
who's setting these standards? Because like you said, you'll run laps around plenty of folks that wouldn't be deemed as having any type of impediment or anything of that degree.
Right. They can't outthank me.
And I don't think the Wright brothers was crazy. I think they were advanced in their thinking. People were not there where they were, but they had to be visionaries, right?
Absolutely.
And that's what they did. And most visionaries are considered crazy.
Right.
I'm gonna change the world. What? You crazy?
You're crazy.
But it's possible.
Yeah, you're crazy. You got to be crazy enough to think it.
And I think it's people are really saying to themselves, I can't do it. That's why they say you can't do it, because they can't see themselves devising a plane or something that
can fly. And I don't think people realize how much of themselves they put into the situation. You know what I mean? Like myself, yourself, it all comes back to sense of self, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So you apply whatever you're going through to anything that you face, because you're not going to be facing the exact same situation, but we may handle it differently based off of based off of self.
Right.
I am somebody. So self gets interjected into things so often because you believe you somebody, so you want to put yourself and impose those thoughts and behaviors on others.
I believe every action or whatever thought is all in the motivation that comes behind it. How is it going to benefit me at the end of the day? You know, whether or not you say that bluntly, up to you, but I really do believe that, everything is self-motivated.
I agree.
Wait, look, I guess it's time for us to pay some bills.
It's that time.
It's that time already, man. It's the most joyous time of the podcast.
Okay, let's pay them bills.
Let's pay them bills, baby.